before anything happens. Once they come in, that music cue. Good morning, Nearpod is in the chat. Nearpod in the chat. There we go, I see you. They're already going. There's an activity already on the screen. Nearpod is in the chat. We're already starting.
Good morning.
Layla T, good to see you. I'm glad that you were able to get onto that Nearpod.
Coming through the middle year of COVID, we realized that we had a whole chunk of parents who were making a decision to say, we no longer want this educational experience inside of school. And we had to make a decision as an organization to say, are we going to continue to serve those parents?
When you think about young children trying to stay on track while I'm trying to work, it just kind of felt impossible. Online school was first pitched to me. In my mind, my kids were going to be in front of a computer screen in front of the teacher the whole school day as they would be in person.
We need to be dynamic. We need to shift with our parent base so we don't lose those parents and we still serve those kids and understand that the world around us is changing and come up with an educational alternative that will really still produce high rigor and still give us reach into that educational process.
It was very important for me to come on and see these are the things that we're working on. These are the things that we're trying to solve so that our students can still get what they need as if they were in a physical classroom.
Who's got my styles of writing? Let's go. Narrative, persuasive, informative. In the classroom, I would call myself a performer putting on a show every day to get my kids to learn something. Owners of dogs is needing to learn the proper way to care for their dogs. Owners is, I'd put it next there.
Mr. Wilson is really energetic and fun, but also he doesn't take any mess from anybody who doesn't do their work.
Being a part of POA and being able to launch this school in the middle of a pandemic, knowing that we are still providing students with a quality education despite our fears of something that we cannot control, shows that if we can make it through that, we can make it through anything.
We reach out weekly to every single family. We keep them informed. How are the students performing during our lessons? How are they performing academically? Are they failing? Are they struggling? What are their strengths and weaknesses?
That's what parents are looking for. They're still trying to feel that, what does that in-person setting feel like virtually? And that can be a screenshot of some of your students' work.
What struck me was their ability to close the achievement gap. LeBron, him being younger, it was harder for him to be more self-disciplined. And being able to have both in-person and virtual was a tremendous benefit for our family.
We didn't want to create a model that was just better than bad. We wanted to create a model that could truly be good.
We wanted to make sure that kids were still learning.
Education has that kind of impact. It can change lives, it can add years to lives. And so we want to reach more kids.
It helped my children be more responsible and more independent. They knew what their agenda was, they knew what their expectations were, and they would do it on their own.
We get a lot of positive feedback when parents feel connected to what's going on in the school, and that's what's been very successful for us this year.
To truly understand the work that goes into a virtual school is to see it.
He has that good balance of being engaging, making learning fun, but also holding them accountable in a loving way where they don't feel like they're being dictated to, but encouraged.
If my students are going back and telling their parents what's going on in class, then that's the communication that I need.
When Mr. Wilson puts the spotlight on me and acts like I'm the star of the show, that's really special to me.